Yes, indeed. B Marsh Boxing back at it with another boxing video. What's good, boxing heads and fight fans around the world? So you see the title, man. Vanis Martirosyan. He's crying wolf again, man. Vanis Martirosyan did it to himself, man, and I can't do nothing for you, man. You know, Vanis Martirosyan. Who told you to leave Al Heyman to go mess with Don King? Who does that? Anyways, let me get into this article with you guys. All right. Now, Don King, he's basically, excuse me, Vanis Martirosyan, 36 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 21 KOs, I believe. He's now venting, talking about, his fallout with Don King, you know what I'm saying? And, the man Vanis Martirosyan is basically saying, he's on the verge of retirement, after getting mollywopped by the man Triple G, you know? Again, who told him to take that fight? Who told him to be a late minute replacement? I understand the man hadn't been in the ring for he hadn't been in the ring for at least what? Like over 2 years, you know what I mean? But now this guy Don King, I'm sorry, Vanis Martirosyan, he's basically talking about how he was suffering depression after the Don King, after the Golovkin loss, and all kind of stuff, man. Let me get into some quotes from the guy, from Vanis Martirosyan. Quote: I've been through a lot of depression since the Golovkin fight. It's really hard to always think about a fight where you know that wasn't you in there. I still get tagged in posts of the fight, and it's a reminder every day. It's something that I wanted deleted because it wasn't me in there, and at the same time, I did favors for Don King. I did a favor for HBO too. The show was going to be canceled. I saved a lot of people millions of dollars, and at the end of the day, I didn't even get treated the way I should have gotten treated. Don took a lot of money from me from that fight, and I just got a 1099 from the amount that he took. 1099, that's some tax thing, okay? He wants me to pay taxes for the money that he took from me. It's really ridiculous. Everybody said that Don King is a piece of ish, a bad promoter, a snake. The reason I went to him alone was because I wanted him to do at least one fighter good, at least be good to one person in your life. I tried to go against everybody and I got really screwed over. When I signed with Don King, he gave me a $300,000 as a signing bonus. When the Golovkin fight happened, he said, I've invested a lot of money in you. Let me take some of that money back. We went 50-50 on 400,000. We split it in half. I ended up with 160K and he took 225,000. And he's taxing me for the money he took. I, I I even asked his lawyers to fix this, and I still haven't heard from them, and it's been a week and a half already. Vanis is also, end quote, Vanis is also mad at the WBC, and I'm going to read you quotes why he's saying he's mad at the WBC. And it's basically because he was, the number one mandatory challenger for the 154-pound title, which was held by Jamel Charlo all them years, but he never got a opportunity to fight for that title. So here's quotes about why he's mad at the WBC. Quote, I have nothing against Don King or any of those people in a bad way. I don't know why they're treating me like this, especially the WBC. I am really mad at the WBC. Very upset at them. They're like no good. They think that they think that they care about fighters. BS. BS. They care about fighters. They don't. End quote. And now he's talking about what he would like to do besides messing with the WBC. Quote, Jaime Munguia, the WBO champ, I don't want anything to do with the WBC. Munguia is a good fight to take. Jared Hurd, all of the champions. Anybody. I'll fight anybody. Any of the top guys, any of the champions. Not at middleweight. Even that's even my weight. 154 is my weight class, and I want to fight Hurd or any of those guys. End quote. Vanis Martirosyan, please don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. Stop, stop. Vanis Martirosyan, my guy, you was with Al Heyman. You had all the opportunity to fight all the best 154 pounders in the world, all of them on the Showtime side. signed and managed by the man Al Heyman. You left to go with Don King. Don King in the two. Come on, man. Why would anybody go sign with Don King in 2016? You know? Or whenever you went over there to mess with the man Don King. That don't make no sense, man. Don King isn't doing anything for any fighters at this stage of his career. His best days are behind him. When you left Al Heyman, you were complaining about Al Heyman. Now it looks like you want to jump ship and get back to fighting those guys over there on the PBC side. And Jaime Munguia he mentioned. But, the man, Vanis Martirosyan is a good fighter, man. He ain't no sucker, man. He was a live dude at 154. I thought that fight with Jamel Charlo, I thought he beat him or he at least got a draw versus Jamel Charlo. You remember that fight versus Demetrius Andrade? He put him on the canvas. The guy gave Ernest Landy Lara two tough fights, you know what I mean? Vanis Martirosyan is a good fighter. Why he left Al Heyman to go mess with the man Don King is besides me. Yo, what's happening, main boxing biker? What's good, son? Thanks for coming through. Just here talking about the man, Vanis Martirosyan, man, and how he's crying wolf again. You check it? Come on, man. If you get screwed on some paper from Don King, I mean, what would make you the exception? Why would you be the exception? You think Don King's going to treat you any different from any other fighter who said they didn't get treated fairly or got duped for some paper by the man Don King? Come on, Vanis Martirosyan. You see, these fighters, man, that's just bad management, bad decision. But not only that, who are you? Who are you, Jesus Christ? Who are you, the HBO and Don King? Why you had to save the day? You don't gotta be no Captain Saver boxing and put on the cape for boxing to go fight the man Golovkin. Now you talking about middleweight's not your real weight. Why you even go up there to fight the man? You should have just let that be. You know what I mean? You check it. You got demolished in 2 rounds. He did decent in the first round. You know what I mean? It was competitive for a round. But at the end of the day, man, he had no business being in the ring with the man, Triple G. Now he's trying to blame Don King. Come on, my friend. Don King don't put a gun to your head to make you go fight, man. You check it, and at the end of the day, you talking about you only got 160,000 out of that, dude. Golovkin probably clocked a whole $1 million at least to fight him. You know what I mean? So you should have at least got 500K minimum. If not, you could tell HBO and Don King to kick rocks. Main Boxer Biker says GGG got him coming off a layoff. Exactly. Like a 2-year layoff. He was out the ring for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And at that given time, he was with Don King. It wasn't like he just immediately jumped ship with Don King and then got the shot at Triple G. No, he had been left Al Heyman. Talk about Al Heyman wasn't getting him wasn't getting him no fights. Come on, man. This man Vanis Martirosyan, all I did see him was challenge for world titles. You know what I'm saying? With Landy Lara twice. Fought Demetrius Andrade for that WBO. I believe that was for the WBO vacant title at the time. Come on, man. Exactly. Main Boxing Biker said Andy was coming off a loss. Yeah, man. Vanis Martirosyan, man. I can't feel sorry for the guy. I like the fighter in the ring. He's not no hoe. Vanis Martirosyan, he comes to fight. Win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you can't be blaming anybody but yourself for bad decisions, especially when you're talking about you went to Don King by yourself. Yeah, somebody probably should have held your hand and told you, man, that's not a good move. Don't do it, fam. Don't do it, Slim. You're going to get duped like every other fighter who says that they've been railroaded by the man Don King. Vanis Martirosyan, I'm about to even go look at his box rec right now and look at how many opportunities of world titles he had when he was with the man, what's his name? Al Heyman. You check it? Because now it looks like he's talking about depression. Hell yeah, I'd be depressed if I go in there, and have a decent first round versus Triple G. Then you get sparked out, and then you say, damn, I should have never came up here. I should have never fought this guy. Well, like, what was I thinking? Yeah, it was probably Don King put a battery in his back, too. You know what I'm saying? Saying, yeah, you can beat this guy. Make America great again. Don King. All right. Demetrius Andrade, that was for the vacant the WBO title, like I said. Yeah, and he put Demetrius Andrade on the canvas. You know what I mean? He beat A.J. Smith. He challenged for Arislandi Lara. All he did was get world title opportunities, and he was in live fights from 2012. You know what I mean? When he was fighting Arislandi Lara in that fight that got stopped because of cuts. Okay? That was in 2012. All he fought was the livest dudes at 154. Only dude he didn't fight was Jamal Charlo. So I can't feel sorry for you, man. You mark boxing. Let me know what y'all think about this guy. My man, main boxing biker says this dude Vanis was questioning Errol Spence nipple perky. Said nipple perkiness. Oh man, he wasn't the only one, man. There was YouTubers out here making videos talking about Errol Spence nipples too. Main boxing biker says, I know he depressed when he started checking out men's nipples. Exactly. True indeed, man. That's a great point. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this guy crying wolf, man. And do you feel sorry for him? I sure as hell don't. I want to see him fight, not crying about, oh, I left Al Heyman, I'm not getting fights. Come on, dude, you're getting fights well. He was fighting once, twice every year. You know what I'm saying? Like most PBC fighters, once, twice every year. You check it. You went to Don King, you was on the shelf for 2 years, you get an opportunity to fight Triple G, you should have never taken it. Then you start crying over here. Main Boxing Biker says, tell him go to the zone. Well, he's talking about he wants Jaime Munguia, so that's the best place for him to go. But if he wants to fight the best in the best of the world at 154, then PBC's where it's at, man. But Jaime Munguia to me is probably the weakest link out of all champions at 154. So the zone is probably his best option. B Marsh Boxer, let me know what y'all think about Vanis Crying Wolf, and I'm gone. Peace to Main Boxing Bike in the house, and I'm